Hi folks, this is Danny at Bradley James Classics, and today I'm bringing you an interesting car with an interesting history. And of course it's a Range Rover, but it's a Range Rover Sport. It's a supercharged model, which means it's fitted with a 4.2 supercharged, actually it's a Jaguar engine, and they deliver 385 brake horsepower and are capable of a top speed of 130 miles an hour, and 0 to 60 comes in 7 seconds. So for a large car, it's pretty powerful. Now it has actually got a private number plate fitted at the moment, which will be getting removed, and my intention is to give you a walk around video so you can see just how good a condition this car's in. And I'm going to tell you what makes this one special, and I think it'd be a good one to keep in this excellent condition for the future, because of it being an extremely rare example of an extremely early, if not the earliest, Range Rover Sport available. So the story of this is that it was actually registered on the 25th of January 2005, and it was one of two known pre-production cars which were actually developed by Land Rover for development, test and evaluation. Now, there's a couple of differences between this and what went on to be the standard car, and this one is actually fitted with coil spring suspension and not the airbag suspension, which interestingly a lot of owners go on to make this change anyway when they realise that having 4 airbags, a compressor, a series of ride height sensors, so on and so forth, warning lights, suspension issues, can be a bit of an Achilles heel of the modern Range Rover. But actually, when they were testing and developing this car, they did make these versions that run on springs, and I've got to say, having driven it, it drives beautifully. I'm going to get up close so you can see the paintwork in a second, but I just want to let you know a little bit more about the history of this one, because this is what's going to make this one stand out compared to others that you're potentially looking at. Usually with a pre-production car, believe it or not, when they finish doing their evaluation and check-in, they actually destroy them, they crush them. This one didn't get crushed. This one is very much still here. And then they created some press cars, and 2 of those are in the Dunsford collection, and one is owned by Land Rover Owners Magazine journalist. There's 3 that are known. Those registrations all start with VX05, and it's only these pre-registered ones, 2 of them have the registration SM54, which obviously remarkably early, in fact the earliest for a Range Rover Sport. Now the only other change, I think, from what we've noticed and what we've read about the car, is that there are parking sensors front and rear. However, they don't have an override switch. There just physically isn't one fitted, and that's something which came into the car when it went into full production later on. So other than that, it's just like any other 4.2 supercharged Range Rover you're going to buy, but it has got these unusual features, and I think being a pre-production car will make this one always very special. So the car itself, other than its standard specification, it's spec'd with privacy glass in the back, and there's a difference between privacy glass and people who stick on the tape. It's the real deal. Looks very striking. There's additional black detailing, like for example the badges are black. You'll notice that this badge on the back is black here. It's got this handsome but totally removable center stripe which runs right the way through the middle, and that's in like a satin black. The supercharged decal down the side, and the additional blacked details here, and you can see the black Land Rover badge and the Land Rover badge across the front. And personally I think it makes the car very striking. It stands out, but it's easily removed, hairdryer job off with that centre stripe. The wheels are have just been refurbished and they literally look like new, and they are clad in excellent general grabber tyres all round, which are of course a fantastic choice for this particular car. So I'm now going to go around the car a little closer so you can see the condition of it. The car's covered 92,000 miles. It appears to be all of its old MOTs, and I would describe the condition of this vehicle as excellent. Looking at this front wing, excellent condition. Front bumper, none of the usual corner scrapes that you can see on lesser cars. Absolutely lovely, as is the front wing, and in fact right across the bonnet here, the smallest of little marks here. Very few stone chips, but there are one or two, as you could imagine. 92,000 miles, there's a tiny one here, but otherwise excellent condition. Moving through to the driver's door and body kit there, all looking very smart. Rear passenger door, rear wing, a very, very small scuff if I get up closely here, very small. Tailgate, back bumper looks excellent. Smallest of marks here. Rear wing, rest of that bumper, near side door, passenger side door, all looking in excellent condition, as is the low level body kit. Now when you open up, you notice you've got the factory option of a step, which is very smart, and being the Supercharged model, you do have a superior fit out, scrumptious leather seats, all perforated leather, fully electric as you would imagine, excellent carpets, Range Rover fitted mats, as you would imagine, automatic. Specification includes an upgraded Logic 7 hi-fi system, sounds brilliant. You have a satellite navigation. Wood veneers look very smart, and this looks rather posh. Seats in excellent condition, steering wheel in excellent condition, and all of the plastic and leather appears to be very nice. Same story in the back, excellent condition, headlining very good, and all the doors, trims excellent too, and there's the continuation of those rubber mats and obviously thick carpets underneath. Split tailgate in these cars, so if I want to, I can just open this hatch like so, which is just handy if you're dropping in a briefcase or some shopping just across the top, or that can come down. And then we've got another button here, and this gives us the opportunity of opening the whole tailgate. As you'd imagine, there's a huge boot in there, and there's some additional areas under here where we've got a clip-on tow ball, which is a nice to have, and there's some storage space under here. Seats folding flat, 12-volt power in the back, everything is present and correct. These aren't a 7-seater, so don't expect any extra seats to pop out of the middle. They don't work like that. Let's just slam that down. Let's have a look behind the driver's side. All in very nice condition. In fact, the only area that I'd like to point out that has obviously had some sort of phone fitted here, and it's caused a bit of a scratch on the indicator light that I think tells you if the airbag is off. So it looks as if a phone clip was fitted there, and I think another phone clip fitted there would be a good idea. And I've just noticed actually here there's a tiny little scuff on the side of the gear knob. By the way, if any of you are wondering what happens to these switches because of the lack of airbags, so rather than having the suspension moving up and down in its various heights, you press a button there and it purely just says in the middle of the dashboard, special program switched off. So that's how it deals with it. You'll be pleased to know that it's got full Land Rover history, excellent space in these. Here is the instruction book, there's the full set of handbooks, and obviously V5 and all the old logbooks and invoices for various servicing and repairs. So I'm going to have one final look around, and I'm going to see if I've missed anything else that I wanted to tell you about on my notes. Oh, by the way, we've had an opportunity to have a look at the car in the workshop. The last time this car was sold, it was actually sold at an auction. Someone paid a rather lot of money for it. I believe this is a great opportunity to pick up a piece of Range Rover history at a very reasonable price point. She's in stock now, and please get in touch through the usual channels to arrange a viewing. Thank you folks, Danny at Bradley James signing out.